Hey family! Today we're going to be making one of my favorite dishes. Actually, I come back to this dish very often. It's called Beefy Seaweed Avocado Rice. This was inspired from a snack that I found at CVS. There was this very inconspicuous, international snack corner in one of the aisles, and I saw snacks from Hawaii. I saw snacks from Japan, I think, and this specific snack stood out to me. I think it's called nori komaki rice cracker. Delicious. So I was like, I can make this into a meal. I could do it, and I did it. So here's what you're gonna need: 2 mini cups of holy guacamole avocado, half a pound of ground beef, lean ground beef, 1 pack of seaweed. I usually like wasabi flavored. I think half a cup of brown rice. Doesn't have to be brown, but a little bit of soy sauce. Measurements in the description. Some sesame seed oil, a frying pan, and a small pot to boil the rice in, and measuring cups for the ingredients that I mentioned previously. Okay, so we're gonna start by boiling the rice. That seems like a half a cup. So yeah, it's pretty simple. We're just gonna boil the rice. You definitely want to start boiling as soon as possible, especially if you're gonna use brown rice, because it kind of takes forever to cook. I'm not sure why, but it does take a very long time to cook. So you want to start that as soon as possible. And while that's going on, you definitely want to, I guess I just did it all at once, but you want to start the beef while the rice is going. If I wasn't filming, I would probably just throw everything in the frying pan and mix it all together and not care about, aesthetics. But, I'm filming, so I care a little bit more. And if you want an aesthetically pleasing meal for whatever reason, I would suggest plating the rice first and having that be the base of your bowl. And you probably also want a wider bowl. You can even do a plate. But yeah, I would have the base of your rice first. Also, if you don't want to do brown rice, I would recommend a short grain rice for this recipe, because that's kind of more how would I say? I don't know. I would just recommend a short grain rice. Bottom line, okay? That's what I would recommend. So now we're going to cook the ground beef. I typically don't cook high fat meats in any oil, because I just feel like they don't really need it. I'm not against oil in particular. I just feel like it doesn't need it. So it's on high heat right now, and I just try to break it up as soon as possible, because it can be kind of difficult to break it up. I think over time I started using a knife to break pieces apart, and sorry that it's kind of blurry right now. But yeah, so the beef has been cooking for a little bit. Now I'm gonna come in with a fork and a knife to break up the pieces. So yeah, like I said, we're just breaking up the pieces with a fork and a knife, because I really want it to be crumbly, and ground beef can sometimes be difficult to get to that stage. So I cut out a lot of footage just to get to this point. As you can see, it's pretty crumbly. There's a little bit of liquid coming from the ground beef. You could throw it out if you feel like. I usually don't care. And from here, we're going to add the rest of our ingredients straight to the frying pan after removing it from the heat. So first, I think I add the sesame seed oil. I guess I add the soy sauce first. It definitely does not matter. But yeah, you want to add the soy sauce. I think I add do I add another tablespoon? Yes. No, I don't. That's sesame seed oil. Okay, so 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. It has a lot of salt, so I didn't want to put too much. But you could put a little bit extra if you feel like. And then 1 teaspoon of sesame seed oil, I think. And then from there, you just want to mix everything together. Again, if this was me making it at home, most likely in a rush, I would just mix everything in the pot all together. I still think it turns out really nice due to the contrast in colors, but I wanted to be extra special for you guys. So at this step, I mix the soy sauce, sesame seed oil, and the beef, and I plate that as its own layer on top of the rice. So here we're going to transfer the avocado into a bowl. And again, like I said in the beginning, if I'm making this for myself and I'm in a rush, I really would just do all of this in the frying pan and not waste time and dishes. But like I said, it's YouTube. So here you see me taking out 2 mini cups, and I think on this day I had an extra mini cup. So I just decided to add that one in, but it was definitely overkill. I kind of regret doing so. It tasted fine, but I know you see me adding 3, but I would suggest just adding 2. 2 is enough. Unless you really like avocado, then go ahead. And then to the bowl of avocado, you want to add the seaweed. And you definitely want to break it up a bit. They come in like sheets about the size of your palm, roughly, a little bit smaller. And it's really easy to break apart. Just hold them all together and, chip away at them as you see me doing here. Mix, 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 mix. And from there, you want to transfer your mixture onto the beef. Now, when I got to this step, that's when I realized that I had too much avocado. Because it's supposed to kind of come together like a tower almost, but I felt like there was more avocado than there was beef. But we made it work. It turned out really nice in the end. But again, I really would just do 2 mini cups of avocado instead of 3. And if you're going to use a real avocado, I do think a real avocado works well with this recipe. I would just use, 1 large avocado, as per usual, nothing fancy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys like this recipe. I really enjoy it. I always come back to this recipe. It's easy. I don't know if it's 15 minutes or less. I kind of don't think so, but it's delicious. It makes me smile every time. And I also like seaweed, not gonna lie. So that's the price per meal breakdown. Here's some nutrition facts. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Please leave a comment, especially if you made the meal. Tell me how it went for you. Like, share, subscribe. Like I said, have a nice day, have a nice week, have a nice month, have a nice year. Goodbye.